I'm Lemmy from lotr. Welcome back to the channel. You have seen the thumbnail. Today we're painting a Victrix medieval foot knight, and I think I'm gonna take inspiration from one I painted yesterday and make him a red knight. And he's also holding a hat, so I don't have to paint the shield. And I'm gonna show you how I paint a head as well, because I really think it's fun to paint severed heads. I mean, you got to be a little bit more creative with it. But before I start doing all that, let Belcher first, because he still has a lot of chainmail. Despite having a surcoat on, I'm gonna give him first a layer of chainmail, of lead Belcher, then World Bearer's Rat on his surcoat, and then I'm gonna go back to you guys, tell what I'm doing next, because once that's all painted, 80% of the mini already painted, and it's gonna be like belts and lots of smaller stuff, and then the hat. And I'm really looking forward to the hat. I really like painting those. And as you can see, I think this looks quite amazing, especially since I am no longer using nuln oil, but game wash. And let me show you a little clip. This is the nuln oil I had. It dried shiny. Fuck nuln oil. Hate it. Ever since they changed the recipe, it always dries shiny for me. I had a little stash of it that didn't dry shiny, but it ran out. I used this for a little bit, but I got just plain angry at how fucking shiny it was, so I did this. The only thing nuln oil is good for is the fucking bottle it comes in, because this dries beautifully. Vallejo Game Wash. Black, Spanish for black, and I love it. So I put this in the nuln oil container, and it's crazy. This is 200 milliliters, €15 and some change, I believe, on Amazon. Nuln oil, 18 milliliters if I'm not mistaken, $6.40. A big difference, especially if you realize that nuln oil sucks and it just doesn't dry right anymore. This is a little rant. It's gonna be over soon, because if you're ever gonna spend money on any shade, try this. I'm endorsing this because I actually like the way it dries and it looks fucking good. It's a little too pigmented for my taste. I also made this. It's the same wash again, but over 50% water. It dries even better, but it gets shiny, so don't add water, people. Just use it as it is, and you can dip away the excess like I did on his shields, so it doesn't look as strong, the effect. It's supposed to be a dip, but why dip if you just can carefully paint it? But I've been rambling once again long enough. Time to get some paint on this mini. I'm gonna start putting some paint on and see you in about a millisecond for you guys, an hour maybe for me, depending on how slow I work. Ta-da! He already looks quite nice, and that's just with 2 colors. These knights are beautifully, easily amazing to paint, but now we have details. And for the belts, I'm gonna use Scorched Earth. I just really like Scorched Earth. I really like the color. it does something to my autistic brain. Who the fuck is interrupting my kung fu? Then for the axe handle I'm just gonna use Moonfang Brown. It used to be called Bestial Brown and I think it was slightly different. And as a kid I always used Bestial Brown for wood color, so it's a little throwback for me to the good old days when I only used to paint GW when GW was good. And Corvus Black, mainly for the scabbard of his sword, the sword handle. And to finish the sword I'm gonna use Liberator Gold. Just for the pommel, the crossguard. And once that's all done I'm gonna also do some metal details on the belt in Lead Belcher. You could do another color, but yeah, I don't really notice the difference, especially when you have like 30 of them all standing together. You could do it, but I think it would be a little bit of a waste. After that's all done, I'm gonna give it a black wash, not nuln oil. And once that's all dry, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna see how we're gonna paint his face. I was thinking maybe paint him as an Islamic counterpart of him. But it looks more like another knight. Also, you could paint the holes where his eyes are in any skin color. I don't do it because I can be fucked. So I'm gonna think maybe, yeah, you probably already saw it on the thumbnail. Maybe that's the reason you clicked. I don't know, I'm still gonna figure this shit out. I'm gonna do all of this and the black wash and I'll be right back.
Die Eisenfaust am Lanzenschaft, die Zügel in der Linken, so sprengt des Reiches Ritterschaft und ihre Schwerter blinken. Heya, 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 und ihre Schwerter blinken. Heya, 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 und ihre Schwerter blinken.
Okay, I'm a little too impatient to wait for the model to dry. But this is what he looks like right now. And you can already see the wash is taking a lot of the shine and the brightness off of it, but I like it. It's a more gritty feel, more, well, compare it, I like to compare it in my head like the newer Batman movies compared to the old Batman movies with George Clooney, and yeah. But while he's drying, I'm really excited to start painting the head he's holding. So the skin I'm gonna paint in Kislev Flesh. Then I'm gonna give it a wash of Reichland Flesh shade. And the hair in Moonfang Brown. Then a black wash. And once that's all dry, I'm gonna paint the, well, don't know if it's very noticeable on screen, but you can see some of the inside bits of the neck hanging out. And I'm gonna use blood for the blood gods, just coat it in it, and it will look disgustingly realistic, I hope. Maybe even a little dry brush of bony color on the face, but I think his left flesh will be pale enough. I don't want it to be too pale because it's gonna be a relatively recent kill, but I want him to be a little paler because all the blood is getting drained from the lack of a body on the head. So yeah, I'm gonna paint that now, just as I just said. And I'm gonna come back and you're gonna see how freakishly easy it is to paint these knights. And I've also painted, I don't have an example near me, the knights from Wargames Atlantic, and well, it did a little bit more effort in it because it had more detail, and you're just gonna see it when I paint those. It is a video in the making that I'm gonna paint some more games Atlantic Nights in it, and you're gonna see how different it is, yet still the same. Like, you can use them together in a force and it would look quite good. I've been rambling once again long enough. This is supposed to be a quick and easy way to paint these, but my rambling is just adding to the time. Gonna start painting. See you in a bit.
Das Balkenkreuz, das Schwarze fliegt voran auf weißem Grunde. Verloren zwar, doch unbesiegt, so klingt uns seine Kunde. Heya, 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 so klingt uns seine Kunde. Heya, 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 so klingt uns seine Kunde. Es flattert hell.
And once again, I do not have the patience to wait until until the wash has dried, so I'm just gonna take some blood for the blood god, dab it on to the head while the wash is still drying. And while I'm doing that, I'll probably show you some footage or some pictures of my entire Victrix Medieval Foot Knights bag. It's not a box. The whole bag that I fully painted and completed and based. Gonna base this one as well. The basing is from AK Interactive Desert Sand. Mainly because I wanted to use something else than the mud or muddy ground that I normally use for my Parents War minis. Yeah, that looks fucking awesome. And I'm gonna dab a little bit on the axe head. It's maybe a little much, but we still got to do the other side. Just some light taps like that, and it will look a little bit more natural, I hope. And on the edge should be rather bloody, decapitating a man. And like this, I have fully painted my last foot knight that I still had to do. And while I was busy painting this guy, I finished basing up this bad boy. And I think they look amazing with the desert sand, especially once it's dry, because that was still wet. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna show some pictures, some footage from the completed set right now. And I hope to see you in the next one. See ya!
Ja, so klingt uns seine Kunde. Es flattert hell im Morgenwind und grüßt der Grenzenlande. Grüßt die, die unsere Brüder sind, trotz Schmach und Not und Schande. Heya, 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 trotz Schmach und Not und Schande. Heya, 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 trotz Schmach und Not und Schande. Es fliegt